Shabbat Shalom, welcome to a video on Parashat Yitro. And today's video should be for Refuah Shlema Rivka Bat Shoshana. HaKadosh Baruch Hu should send her Refuah Shlema mitoch kol cholei Amo Yisrael. We're standing at the greatest moment in the history of the world. Ma'amad Har Sinai, where God directly communicates and talks to us, the Jewish people. And at that moment, the Pasuk describes, besides the fire and the lightning and the Har Hashem, the mountain on fire, it says, "V'chol ha'am ro'im et hakolot." The whole nation saw the sounds. Now, at first glance, these words seem unsensical. How do you see sounds? What does it mean, the world, we saw sounds? What's the point of this miracle? Obviously, it's miraculous that we can see sound, but it's something that we can't understand or fathom or relate to. So what's the message that us as a nation saw the sounds? But Midrash goes a step further. Not only, as the Pasuk describes, that we saw sound, but we heard what we saw. So the opposite. We were seeing sounds and hearing sight. What does that mean? What's the message for us? Midrash describes at the moment of Ma'amad Har Sinai, the world stopped. No bird chirped or flapped its wings. The world, which is in constant motion, completely stopped moving. The world is called Eretz. Eretz means rats, because it's in constant motion, it's constantly running. But at that moment, Hashem said, "Anochi Hashem Elokecha," there was no motion. See, what the Midrash is describing to us, all of the world's motion, everything that happens in the world, is there for one purpose: to reveal Hashem. But at the moment of Ma'amad Har Sinai, when Hashem is completely revealed to the world, Hashem says, "Anochi Hashem, I'm here." There's no need for anything else. So there is no motion. The world stops moving. There is no sound. Because we got to the ultimate, the revelation of Hashem in the world. You see, there's a difference between hearing and seeing. These are two main senses we use to interact with the world and with people: sight and sound. Hearing is a progression. I can't hear many voices at once. I can't hear 10 words at once. I can only hear one thing at a time. When I'm trying to hear something, understand something, I understand it in progression. One word after another creates a sentence, and it creates a construct, a logical understanding. I can understand what you just told me. It's in stages. Sight is fundamentally different. When I see something, I see it and instantaneously I understand it. I see what I saw. I'm seeing a beautiful scenery, mountains and valleys. I see it at once and I understand what I just saw. I want to describe it to you. I got to break it down into a bunch of words. 10,000 peak mountain, huge valley, water, the color of the mountain. That's the difference between sight and sound. Hearing is in a progression. Seeing is instantaneous. I see everything perfectly well. The message of the Torah of Ro'im et HaKolot, we saw the sound, describes that we were hearing, we understood instantaneously. There was no progression. We saw the world with perfect clarity. The heavens opened up for us, and we understood things in the deepest way possible. We heard, we saw what we heard. We understood it as sight instantaneously. But something else the Pasuk says, the Midrash says. Not only did we see sounds and understand it instantaneously like we do sight, but we also heard what we saw. See, when we see things in the world, we think, what I saw, I understand it, I got it clear. But the Midrash is explaining to us that's not what happens. See, everything we see in the world is connected, not independent. Because they're all there for one purpose, to reveal God in the world. And all the craziness that happens in this world, from viruses to politics to the world in upheaval, everything that happens is to reveal one thing, Hashem in the world. And the idea is, we heard what we saw, is even when we see things, we're supposed to connect everything we see, make it into a progression, and recognize that the totality of everything that we see in the world is really one, teaching us one idea. Everything here is to reveal Hashem in the world. That's the message of Ma'amad Har Sinai, that we can never forget and take with us. Whatever happens in the world is in a sense saying, Anochi Hashem Elokecha, it's me. Unfortunately, we can't read it and we can't see it. We don't view the world that way. But as we stand this Shabbat at Ma'amad Har Sinai, and we're hearing the Baal Koreh read those words, take a moment to internalize this idea that whatever's happening in the world, all this motion and movement and chaos, the good and the bad, is all there for one purpose, to reveal Hashem. Shabbat Shalom.